Hey, baby, when people show you who they are, you have to believe them. Hey y'all, my name is Saysha. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So we're gonna jump right in because I got something to do. Of course, I'm gonna be doing my makeup because it's makeup and messy story time. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe now and let's jump in.
We finally get Pink to calm down, and she was just like, I can't believe that happened. And she was like, did I do something wrong? Like, what did I do wrong? We were like, you didn't do nothing wrong. Like, we watched the whole entire trip and we were waiting for you. If anything, you didn't do wrong enough. You should have been cursed her out the second that she got on you for absolutely no reason. But I understand why you decided to like tread lightly, because that is your best friend. Like, it all makes sense. So it's like, we not faulting you at all, but just know genuinely you did nothing wrong. So then I don't know how it came up, but we got on the subject of the keys to the Airbnb. So that was when America was like, you should go get your stuff because I know you don't want to sleep over there. And she was like, yeah, but I don't want to go back in that room. And I was like, don't worry about it. I'll go get your stuff for you. And I'll also get the key from her because like, you're not going to have the key. Like, mind you, I think Pink's name was on the Airbnb. She volunteered to put her name on the Airbnb. So by right, like, she should be the one that holds the key, like not the girl that she just got into it with that's very unpredictable and been acting weird. So I'm like, I'll go get the key too, don't worry. So I go over to the other side of the house by myself, and she in there, of course, on the phone, yapping, giving a whole rundown. And y'all, I'm listening to her literally swap around like what actually just took place. And I'm just like, girl, I really started to just think that something was wrong at that point. So I was just like, okay, I know how to navigate with, a certain kind of person. So I was like, where's the key? And she was like, I got it. And then I was like, okay, give it to me. And she was like, no. And like, she was being so sweet. Like, when I tell y'all that girl went from here to here, like, she was calm now, like that creepy calm. She was like, no, like, I'm about to go out. And I was just like, go out where? Like, we could open the door for you, but you not finna leave the key and think that we finna stay in here with the doors unlocked asleep while you're out doing whatever it is that you're doing. Like, give us the key. And she was just like, but I'm gonna need it. What I'm gonna use? And I was like, well, you could call one of us if you need to get, whatever. And she was just like, I'm gonna just keep the key. Like, I'm gonna just keep the key. So at that point, I didn't give a damn about nothing she was talking about. I started to go through the room to try to find the key. I think the girl hid the key in her pocket or in her purse or something like that, which granted, she knew I wasn't gonna touch nobody's purse. So I ended up grabbing Pink's stuff, and I was just like, fuck this. I'm not gonna keep playing with you. So I went back to the other room, and I was like, yeah, she over there playing, like, she not huffing the key. She got it somewhere hidden, like, I'm not gonna play her game, but here's your stuff or whatever. So the night goes on, y'all, and why the second we all fell asleep, imagine we was up for a while. I don't think we went to sleep till like 2, 3 a.m. type vibe. Like, we were just up all talking in America's room. And she literally snuck out the second that we went to sleep, y'all. So we wake up, and we're like, okay, we about to go to the Coca-Cola Museum. Where is the key to the Airbnb? We walking around the Airbnb, we don't see her, we don't see the key nowhere. So I'm like, you need to call her and figure out where the key is. Mind you, America and I didn't even have her number. But yeah, we was like, just call her and see, like, did she take the key or maybe with all of our valuables in here to go somewhere? And she's literally like, she playing. So they ended up calling her. I don't remember if she answered or not, but I do remember like she was still playing that game of like, she don't want to tell us where the key at or whatever. So literally, I think that was when Pink called her mom again, started to debrief her mom on how everything went left and what happened. And mom was like, where's the key? Like, what did she do with the key? And we don't know. So out of nowhere, I think that Pink texted her and she was like, girl, where the key at? Out of nowhere, like, Purple sent this long paragraph basically like gaslighting Pink really, really bad. And I remember, like, in the message, she was like, you made me do that to you. Why would you make me do that to you? All you had to do was just be cool for the trip. You didn't have to be weird. All you had to do was make sure I was included. Like, you made me do that to you, blah, blah, blah. Like, she's literally making it as though, like, girl, you brought that on yourself. Like, you deserved it because you made me do that. Like, she wasn't taking any accountability of the situation. And it's like, what do you expect when you're dealing with a certain type of person? It's just like, okay, whatever, you could have it. And I remember all Pink cared about, she didn't care about nothing else that was being said, but she was just like, girl, give me the key. Like, I'm not about to keep playing with you. Like, I just want my key. I think that was when Pink's mom got tired and she was just like, you know what, forget it. I'm going to call her and I'm going to figure out where the key at. So she called the girl, y'all. Mind you, nobody could for real get a hold of her until we left the Airbnb. We didn't have a choice but to leave our stuff in there unlocked. So at that point, America shut down. Like, she was pissed. Like, she honestly didn't care to talk to nobody that last day, which granted, understood, like, whatever. So Purple's mom calls back while we're literally like walking through the Coca-Cola museum. I think we were sampling pops at that point. And she was like, she said she left the key at the Airbnb. And we were like, no, she didn't. We literally looked all through the Airbnb. And then Pink's mom's like, no, she said she left it in the Airbnb in a drawer in the kitchen. Why would you put the key in a drawer when all you had to do was give me the key when I walked in there? Like, what was the point of you doing that? I'm just like, now you playing games and you just trying to be funny. And granted, like, it should have went different when I went in there and got that key from her, because I truly shouldn't have left without getting that key. So we literally are out and we like, now we got to rush back to the Airbnb to freaking lock the door. But at this point, I think we was to go grab something to eat, and then we went back. So we end up getting back to the Airbnb. We open the drawer. Lo and behold, it's the key, y'all. When I tell y'all that last day of the trip, that girl disappeared. She did not show back up to that Airbnb. And I don't even remember what happened to her stuff. I don't know if she snuck out in the middle of the night with her stuff, or if she snuck back there while we were out and she did what she did. You know, she grabbed her stuff, then tried to put the key in the drawer to make it like she never took it in the first place. But that was just that. And then, y'all, like, we were all just so exhausted. Like, she was blowing up Pink phone the whole day. Then we saw her making, like, little posts on Facebook, like, I need to redo Atlanta with the right people, blah, 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 as if we were the ones who caused her any type of, like, issues or hiccups. Like, you were the villain this whole time. You were the issue. But we ignored her ass again, because just like, sometimes you just got to know the type of people that you're dealing with. Like, them the type of people that just thrive off of attention and just want somebody to give them any type of feedback. Like, you not getting that up off me. I don't even care no more. Like, whatever. So, y'all, the next morning comes. It's time to go home. Thank God. We go to the flight. That girl did not show up for her flight. And mind y'all, Pink was the one who bought that girl flight and paid for her share of the Airbnb. And she literally was just like, woofing at the gum. She was like, I'm not giving you your money back, blah, 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 etc., etc. And at that point, like, Pink didn't even care. She was like, girl, I'm gonna get my money back, but like, don't even trip on it. Like, it is what it is. And yeah, we went home. She was not on that flight. I think she ended up staying in Atlanta for like the next 3 days, and then she finally ended up coming back home. But when we came back home, y'all, it was crazy, because literally all of us had got COVID. So it was one of those trips that probably should never happen in the first place. But the fact that it did happen, I feel like it showed Pink who her true friends were and how, you know, she needed to let that girl go. Like, I don't know what it was like, but yeah, that's why I don't play when it comes to who I invite on trips. And yeah, if you want more story times, let me know. And what would y'all would have done? Like, truly, like, if you were in the position of me in America being like those friends who are watching this whole thing happen, or if you were even Pink, if your best friend was to be showing out like that, like, what would y'all have done? Because truly, if I'm being honest, I feel like that trip should have went a whole totally different way. Like, the second that, like, the disrespect and, like, weird energy started towards Pink. But yeah, bye.
So honestly, the girls, I think they handled it really, really well, because everybody would say, oh, I would have hit her. I would have done this. I would have knocked her. Da, 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 da. No, like, at a certain point, like, you can't keep operating off of immaturity. And clearly that girl already felt some type of way about Pink, or, you know, Pink and her dynamic with her friends. Like, you're going to beef with your friends a little bit. Like, not even beef. You're going to have disagreements. You're not going to agree about everything. But she just came with the wrong spirit. Hopefully Pink is not friends with her anymore, because one thing, baby, when people show you who they are, you have to believe them. And sometimes people don't start acting up until y'all go on a trip. Like, even with the girl I was telling y'all about, like, and after I played back that whole trip, like, she was so cold to me. I'm like, what did I do? Huh? And the trip part about it is, like, I have no hate towards her, no animosity. I just don't, like, I don't want to deal with her. But, like, her and her sister, they were always the type, like, talking big and bad, like, you know, it's really gumming. And like she said, wolfing at the mouth, because I feel like the people who really about it, they ain't got to say anything about it. But that's another story for another day. But yeah, when people get to acting funny, address it, you know. And you know what? I take that back. I say address it if you want to establish the friendship. If you don't want to establish the friendship, don't address it. And I didn't address it with her because I'm just like, I'm thinking about this situation and this situation and this situation. I'm like, you've been acting like this towards me. I was just wrong in my thinking that we were cool, thinking that we were friends. Not the best of friends, but dang, we had a good time whenever we would hang out. You know, I'm at your house, y'all coming to my house, blah 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 blah. And yeah, it's just unfortunate. So, them girls trips. And my thing is, okay, if I did do something, let me know. And maybe she didn't want to establish a friendship, so maybe she took the same, you know, approach that I did. But the difference between me and her, she was being passive aggressive. I was just clueless, you know. And then once I finally got a clue, I was like, you know what, I'm good on it. I'm really, 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 really good on it. But baby, them girls trips, they say it's just Miami. No, it's really any girls trip that's going to show you, who your friends truly are. I know this one was kind of long because we had 4 parts, but thank y'all so much for sticking it out with me. And I'm going to go ahead and sign off. My name is Saysha, and I'll catch y'all next time. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you want more story times. I'm going to try to add in some variety of content, but as y'all know, like, content takes time and effort, and just pray for your girl. Pray for your girl. But I'll catch y'all next time. Bye.